Hello, it's me, Ariza Gaming. We're back for some more Oxygen Not Included. Hello, gentlemen, please. Hope you're doing well. You're indeed first today. We're having a pleasant one. So today, we are continuing with Sour Gas or Bust. We are going to set up all of the salt water geysers on the main asteroid. We're going to dump all of that salt water into steam turbines after geotuning for power, reliable, sustainable power. And then all of that exhaust water, we're going to dump it at the bottom of the map. And we're going to use it to put out the fire of all of the magma in the magma biome. And then we can dismantle that, and then we've got the whole bottom of the asteroid to play with. Hello, Whiskers. Yeah, let's go have a look. We've got a few different bits to do. Also, now that we've turned those alerts off, we're not looking at this every time we start the game. How's that? I think we've got a few things to do. So, the bionic duplicates are aboard. That makes sense. They've all run out of things to do on this asteroid. While we're looking after the cobalt volcano. This is the last thing that we need to do, but I think, to be honest, that's kind of just an automatic task. So, once again, I'm just going to get these guys to make some microchips for now, and we'll figure out what to do with them later. Here you go. Then, some pulls over here. And then we'll start getting everything set up. But let's actually do the skill points before we get too far into things. We're getting pretty close to having most of the skills on every dupe now. This is a good sign. I think all future dupes will be bionic dupes, but we've got enough high-skilled organic dupes that we should be able to get a lot of stuff done with them. One thing I was thinking about, maybe we make bionic dupes for the sleepers at some point. Oh wait, they don't sleep. Crap. Well, that was a good plan until I said it out loud. That's fine. It's just a little bit of maintenance. Tending the garden, as it were. You may have seen me actually get the scissors out tending the fish tank while we were waiting to start the stream. I do that occasionally, not super often. Let's see, I think most of these guys are pretty much done now. Kind of annoying, actually. Ruby only needs 39 morale. Oh, the bionic dupes all need skills. Ah, we can give most of these guys power banking now. That's good. That should make it a bit easier to keep you guys alive if the power gets interrupted again, because you'll have more stored up on your person. Okay, so digging booster. Everyone's got an extra booster now. We do have a couple of different ones that we actually made. I am going to leave you alone for now. You... Oh, whoops. Actually, hold on. You needed that one. The mechatronics. Yeah, someone needs mechatronics. At least one person. Other than that, I think you're all pretty much good. You could do another researching booster if I really felt like it. Yeah, we can go make that quickly. The normal researching booster will do. Yep, seems good to me. Right, so, yes, while the bionic dupes are bored, let's get the saltwater geyser sorted out, because now we've actually completely uncovered it. I will temporarily leave this fossil here, just so that we can actually grab some stuff. I mean, it depends. Do we actually need to get in here? I mean, first things first, let's actually just map out the space. So, this is going to be the footprint of what we're doing. So this is going to be the harvesting chamber, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that's all done. And then that means I'm going to have to remove all of these tiles over here. That's fine. This is a vestige of an age gone by where we used to farm the water weeds here. Yeah, I don't normally stream on a Thursday, but we're going to stream on a Thursday today. It's fine. And then I will actually need to remove all of this stuff over here. That's irritating. I don't think we need a sponge slug. Also, I should actually leave this open for now, just while we're trying to get in here. Maybe just leave it open on that side, too. This is currently dormant. It's going to activate in 10 cycles. So I would like to deal with this as much as possible before those 10 cycles are up. We can also remove all of these tiles. I'm fully aware some plug slug eggs are probably going to end up in the steam turbine bit. That's fine. I'm going to have to just seal this bit off. The slugs... Perhaps we need to reposition the slugs very slightly. Give them slightly more wires. I could give you a wire over here. But you can't actually reach this bit. Maybe I'll make it so it wraps around. It's probably not the worst idea in the world. Yeah, let's make it so it wraps around over here. And then they can just get up on this wire too. Oh, they're so ugly. But if it's ugly and it works, that's fine. But yeah, the design for these two saltwater geysers is going to be exactly the same as the previous planet, the teleporter planet, where the Bionic dupes are doing it. So... Steam turbine room does not actually need to be insulated. Let's just have a quick look at what we did on the other planet. Yeah, we just put some regular tiles at the top. This area is cooling down nicely. Got a few insulated tiles here. That's okay. Temperature plates are melting, that's good. I think I put some ice in here, didn't I? That's fine. So, I guess... You know what? Actually, I may have overthought this. I think the slugs could just still hang out above the steam turbines. I don't think that's necessarily going to be an issue. Yeah, don't bother with this. Yeah, this should be fine. Then all that water's going to drop down here, that's fine. So... I guess I'll just put the steam turbines on. This shouldn't take very long at all. I just want to make sure that we're getting the power hooked up. That's... Oh, we're kind of out of metal. That will make a difference. Also, I need to deconstruct all of this stuff over here. That's fine. This wire will need to stop here. Looks like we actually have some pretty fresh slugs in here. So the phosphorus refiner should actually have some power. That's good. That's been working really well this whole run. Very pleased about that. Let's actually Priority 9... Yeah, you know what, just leave it. Dupes can get on with stuff, it's all fine. So... I think I'm going to still put the batteries in here, because the thing is, it's a steam chamber, so any waste heat from the batteries is going to get recycled anyways, so why not have them in here? We can make these out of... Oh, right, we have to make them out of steel. We're going to run out of steel pretty quickly, aren't we? Are you making more? You'll cool down. Can I increase this temperature again? I'm beginning to think steel might be the constraint on this. We do at least need enough steel for the thermo aquatuner, so if we go back here, let's just focus our view over here, and then we can just look at this. The batteries are optional. You could probably just have one smart battery in here, and that will do. Especially as we're hooking it up to the transformer spine. Oh, we don't actually have enough steel for that. Okay. Did I put temperature plates throughout the whole room? No, I only half and half them. That's fine. Well, let's do that. Mafic rock is probably fine. I don't believe you guys have a huge amount more other errands to do. So go ahead and get on with this. This can get built over here. Get built over here. What about this pipe? Is this still actually feeding salt water to things? Oh, right. This is what's supplying the water weeds at the moment. Oh. Yeah, because it was kind of chilly salt water. I think we're just going to have to pump that from the map now. I mean, I was kind of planning on burning all of this, or boiling all of this in the magma biome. Well, that's irksome. So, I think what I want to do for now is just stick this over here, right? And then probably just deconstruct this. That will feed in slowly. I could just deconstruct it now. We have plenty of salt water. It's all going to get recycled anyways. Yeah, let's do it. I don't think we're going to be getting it from a geyser anyway. Let's get it out of here. This purple pipe is triggering me. Does not need to go that far. You know what? Actually, yeah. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it for now. We're getting distracted. Let's not get too distracted. I believe I put some temperature plates up here as well. That may not be 100% necessary. We do need a tile here. And if we want a little entrance over here with some naphtha, then I probably actually want to remove these tiles specifically. That's fine. But the liquid, where's the liquid pipe? For fuck's sake. What's going on with this? Why is the polluted water too hot? Is this just getting recycled now? Is that the issue? I wonder we're not getting any steel. Well, we have enough to do this now, so that's the important bit. I'm probably gonna have to go and fix that again, aren't I? This could be made out of ceramic. You know what? Ignis rock will do. I'm sure we'll use all of this ceramic for something at some point. Right, what's this coolant loop gonna look like? So, probably something like this again, right? I have an idea. How about we actually come up here and we do the coolant loop first? Oh wow, we're really out of refined metal now. I think I need to get them to send the refined metal back. Okay, let's actually just do a list here, okay? We deleted our list here by accident. Primo Garb. What else do we want to know about here? Refined phosphorus? Yes. Salt? Yes. I don't think we care about eggs. There's not a huge amount that we care about here. Sand, probably. Data banks. We should definitely be exporting data banks. Microchips. Looks like some power banks are getting wet. Definitely any of this stuff. We have a lot of enriched uranium from the bees. I'll keep that in mind. Metal ore I don't overly care about. I don't think there's that much here we care about. There's a lot of wood. That's interesting. Just naturally occurring wood. We definitely just need to send the aluminium back, don't we? Yeah, that's probably fine. Bleach stone I care about. Right, let's just deliver all the aluminium back. So that could go... can go in here. not like you guys are super busy anyways. Plants have died. What? Which ones? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that checks out. We have 480 pinch of pepper seeds. So why is this recirculating it now? This is some clusterfuckery going on here, isn't it? We are going to have to go and watch this. Do I want to now? I'm not sure. Probably not. Oh, we do need to make sure that this room is a power plant. Now, the funny thing is, the actual plan for this, if we tune each of these steam turbines, then we can connect, then we would have to connect one conductive wire per turbine. So I think we're probably going to not actually tune these. I'll put them in a power plant in case I change my mind later. But I think the plan, maybe we tune one of them on the end, but we're going to need 3 lots of transformers to deal with this. And you know what? Maybe we'll put a naphtha lock here as well. Then just some regular tiles over here. I don't actually care about this anymore. You can remove this. That's fine. Door here will do. So we should start getting some refined metal back in a minute. And then that means that this pipe will come down here. I guess I'll probably just bridge this just to minimize the amount of time it's spending in this room. And then the water, I'm pretty sure the water is just getting dumped straight out the edge. So maybe actually just something like this. Then I can fill the magma cooling reservoir. Yeah. And then that means we can probably snake the pipe up here if we really felt like it. I don't think I do feel like it, though. Conductive wire is broken? Which one? It would be helpful if you didn't move around all the time. I really am just straight up breaking conductive wires here, aren't I? How irksome. I've said that again already. Wow, we brought a lot of steel over here. Actually, we can send the steel back too. Yeah, we can just send everything back now. Like how much glass, plastic? Okay, we haven't got much plastic. We can send most of the steel back. That's good. This is all still overheating. You know what? I'm just going to make you out of gold amalgam for now. I don't want to fix everything because I don't want to have to keep resetting the permissions. Need to get to the bottom of why this is breaking, though. Because the polluted water is not very hot. We're not getting very much polluted water out because this isn't erupting yet, but it will erupt in 6.5 cycles. That's probably just the issue. It's just that the water that's coming in is slightly too hot for what we need. Yeah, you need to remove this, deconstruct this. Oh, it is all queued up. You're just not actually bothering. That's fine. Remove that. Remove this. And then we want a Atmos sensor in here as well. And then we want an AND gate in here. Because we don't want the thermal aquatuner to run if there's a vacuum. Because they're... Well, we could actually just dump some sulfur in here on the floor again. That actually worked pretty well on the other asteroid. I'm very tempted to just do the exact same thing here. What debris do we actually have here? Not a lot, just a load of rock. Should I just make a storage bin and put a load of sulfur in it? It's pretty funny. I don't know if we even have any sulfur here. In any case, let's put some more temperature plates in here. Nope, not that one. Wow, I'm really not doing very well with that, am I? Why does that cancel the other bit as well? How awkward. Okay, and then over here... So the auto sweeper, the timer... Did I actually do anything with the timer? I think I was supposed to set this again. So that it's not just picking up stuff all the time. I don't think it makes a huge difference, though. So, let's see. So that can go here. Oh, we need more steel. Yep, I guess I'm gonna have to turn the schedule back on, aren't I? For these guys. Maybe while we're waiting for them to export everything, we do actually have space access over here. So, you know what? Just very, very briefly, let's actually put a telescope up here. So, that one can go here. We can reach all of those tiles. And then, we have a researcher guy as well, so this should be fine. Now, the funny thing is, we just disconnected the oxygen. But if we connect it up again, it's still full of oxygen. So let's actually just send that straight over here. You know what? Yeah, that'll do. That will do. And then, you know what, actually. Change my mind. Go over here. And then we'll plug you in here. And we can at least start scanning space in the meantime, just to check whether there's anything important near us. Might as well make the most of this Bionic Dupe's talents. Lord Fart Squad is idle. Yes. You need a ladder going up here. You could, actually, now that I think about it, start demolishing all of this. There is a load more salt water over here and some paku. No, paku? What am I talking about? Poke shells. Look how many poke shells there are in here. We're gonna go grab all this poke shell molds. Yeah, this is something we can do in the meantime. Just ladder all of this. I never quite connected up the fire pole, did I? Let's do that. And yeah, this is probably not the highest priority task we're going to have today, but it's a task. I don't think any of this matters anymore. And I think I am fully prepared to just destroy the remaining slime bit. We do actually have another paku over here. I should probably relocate them somewhere. None of these look full. Oh, none of these look empty. Oh, I'm doing a great job with words today, aren't I? Where are you going here? Why are these both empty? I don't think these should both be empty. Oh, that's right. There's supposed to be a knock gate here. Yep, okay. Good thing I checked this. Fairly easy fix. What's the Lum doing? He's doing alright. You may as well connect this across here as well, so you can just dig up all those tiles. Yeah, we're just waiting for them to deliver stuff. They have delivered the steel, so let's actually start doing the batteries. And then we can put a smart battery on the end in case we need to automate it. What I'll probably do for now is I'll just hook it up on a closed loop, and then we will hook it up to transformers afterwards. Do we have any sulfur? Yes. Is that actually yes? No. Okay, thanks, game. Send some sulfur back then. That's fine. Just a little. One thing we will have to do, if we're actually planning on boiling all of this, there's probably a lot of stuff down here that's going to liquefy or state change. But this is literally all of the... This is literally all of the debris from the map after so many cycles of doing stuff. So... I'm not overly keen on that. Are we really going to get everyone to just sweep it up? Gradually? That would be weird. Oh, especially because I'm just dumping sulfur out here now. Yeah, okay. Go ahead and dig this out as well. Then go ahead and dig this out. Then I think that will do. And then we can actually ladder across here to connect this up. Yeah, remove the pitcher pump. I guess everything in here should be a slightly higher priority because we are actually trying to get this online. I don't think we need a huge amount of sulfur in here, just a little bit. The plug slugs are learning. Oh, right. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay. Well, they should go and find a nice wire to hang on to at the end of the night. Maybe it's fine. No, it's not fine because they're going to end up dumping their eggs everywhere. These are just wild slugs after all. I think we are going to have to move the plug slugs, maybe. Or just put some doors in. I think I'm just going to have to put some doors in and seal them off. But then I will have to seal them off completely. So this critter drop-off is going to have to move. I hadn't even considered that. Ow. I'm not going to say it again. I'm saying it so much. Let's set you to above 1,000. Do have steel now, so that can go in here. We can have a conveyor loader here. We can have a conveyor meter, which can be gold. We can have a timer sensor. I really feel like it. It's probably fine. Yes, you're just hanging out over here now because you're too lazy to get to the other side. We don't want you in here either. This should probably actually be a door. So we're sending the aluminium back over, so for now, let's just connect everything. And then probably just a little bit of gold. Come in here. Actually, you know what? We've got some lead. We can put some lead in here. Oh, don't make these out of steel. Some more gold will do here. Just to start, and then you can remove this wire. We won't need that anymore. And then I think what I want to do is I want them to just stay in this top room. I think it's going to have to be what it is. So that means this would actually go over here. And then I would need to put in a couple of auto sweepers, but there should be enough wire for the rest of that. So actually, now that I think about it, let's see. So make these out of gold. And then that one can be made out of aluminium. What's in the pod? Give me lava eggs. Give me lava eggs. A lure seed? Well, that is certainly something. Let's print the lure seed. You can get plastic from lures and puffs, maybe. That would be funny. Yeah. We are doing different things with plastic this run. We're doing the Drecos. Well, that was the intent anyways. Let's let you guys keep going for now. Release all the polluted water. We actually built the telescope and got it working. We have! Chip's out and about. He's actually using the atmosuit. That's nice. Although it's funny because this room is full of oxygen anyways. Getting the workspace bonus? No. What the light level actually is. Yeah, it's high enough. So, we can start looking for things over here, and I believe there's actually some stuff. We have an interstellar ocean, which is full of salt water, brine, salt, and ice. Probably don't really need to do anything with that. We have a rocky asteroid field full of rock and copper ore. Probably not a high priority either. So no new asteroids for now. And I suspect we won't find any asteroids nearby. Wait, really? I guess they're quite far away then. It is a classic map, to be fair. Well, that just confirms that we're probably going to have to do some proper space travel then. Right, how is this volcano? Whoa! Oh, we got sulfur in here as well. That works. The sulfur is coming in clutch. What can I say? This is absolutely fine. Right, can we open this, please? There you go. Let that oxygen in here. Yeah, and now close it.
Hello there.
Close. Yeah. Okay, that's done. Good, so this is all steam in here now. This should actually be ready to run. This is set to the right temperature. We should be good. Hope you're doing well, Lunatic237. You're having a pleasant day. I think this volcano may actually be done now. It just needs to turn on. I think the sulfur will be fine. The only thing is the sulfur evaporates at 337 degrees. We have a lot of steam in here, so maybe it'll still be alright. I'm just going to leave it and see what happens. To be honest. Whoa, that's a weird glitch. Are you done with this now? No, you've still got a little bit of scanning to do. Did I set the... Oh. I never replaced the auto sweeper here. Okay, well that needs to happen. That's a very important part of whatever's going on down here. We're set to 150C, I believe that's correct. I think this may just be everything actually in order then. And then we could probably send the bionic dupes back. We could send them back to the main asteroid if we really felt like it. Dig up a load of resources, I don't know. That's a lot of polluted water. That's probably fine. That's probably not fine. Maybe it's going to erupt through this salt water. That is a lot of polluted water. Yeah. Also, I'm going to have to remove at least one of these. Put in a critter drop off again. Alright, speed up. Please do everything here. Yeah, I think we honestly might start sending the bionic dupes back. Unless... I probably have to set up space travel somewhere. The issue is, what are we even going to do for our space travel? I feel like it's going to have to be Radbolt rockets. So, we could do that from the asteroid with the satellites, which is the other one. So that'd be the main asteroid. Yeah, maybe we do just send the dupes back then. We don't have space materials yet, so we could do... We could try and do the liquid hydrogen stuff, but we don't really have the data banks for it yet. We need to get into space first just to do some orbital research. Yeah, can we just priority 7 all of this? And then, you know what, remove this. Remove this. Let's put a automated dispenser in here as well, and then we can grab any errant plug slug eggs. Put them in here. This is going to be a real mess. A real mess. Well, worst case, I can open this up and just dump it off the map. That was actually the intent, to be honest. Look at all this. It's ridiculous. Looks like we're getting some more metal in here again. That's good. So, we can remove this wire. And then the loader is going to go over here. And keep priority 7ing all of this. And then we set you to plug slugs. How large is this room? It's 96 tiles. Each plug slug takes up 12 tiles. So we only want 8 in here, I guess. We just got to keep them contained. In fact, actually, now I think about it, if we just keep them contained, we don't need any of this. We actually don't need any of this. Get out of here. We'll just have to make multiple rooms, I think. Yeah, and then that can go... Yeah, so remove all of this. That will save some metal. You're actually running again? You're not running yet, because the geyser isn't active. Okay, I'm just going to turn off the red duration for now. Probably still just want to sweep everything in here. So let's set this to 8. Plug slugs. And then we can wrangle a few of these guys. Because they're getting lost. That's fine. Getting quite hot in this room, actually. How's the aluminium volcano doing? When's that erupting again? Also, what's the puffed situation? Yeah, chlorine's still pretty low. You're going to activate in 30 seconds. Okay, that's fine. I think that's fine. We'll see. It's not actually going to erupt in 30 seconds. It'll just start its active period again. There are all these random pitcher pumps over time. I make that priority 9. Yeah, keep building all of these, and then... Do we actually have the radiant pipe now? We have some. Okay. That will do for now. This doesn't all have to be aluminium, to be honest. That will do, and then just connect that up here. And then we'll want polluted water to dump onto this, so... I think I will just do this with a bottle dripper for now. A bottle dripper, that's not what it's called. A bottle drainer. There you go. This liquid gap is going to annoy me. Oh well. It's here now. Right, that's 7 out of 8. So we can grab one more plug slug. And then we'll need to make another room for the rest of them. That we really need to. It's more that I wanted to make sure we had some plug slugs available. Oh, right. You're eating a load of hydrogen now. Yeah. You're making a load of hydrogen. Yeah. Okay. It's appearing up here again. That's fine. It all rises. You're going to use all the metal to build stuff with pretty quickly, so I'm not that concerned. I think that was actually the original reason for Slug Jail, though. I'll tell you what. If I remove this one, we can make another Slug Jail up here. Then, what do we do with pipe? That pipe would just go... Oh. That would just go here. Then... Yeah, that's fine. Just priority 9 this for now. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. And put another door here. I don't think we necessarily need a dropper. Yeah, remove this. I don't think we actually need it. is fine. You don't have any iron. That's okay. Build out of gold then. Now the salt output of this geotuned saltwater geyser is going to be... We're factoring in the eruption average. It's 11.24. So it's 11.24 times 0.07. So that's going to be 787 grams. So that's what this should be set to. And then this should be set to salt. I think everything else we just want to get out of here. The old-fashioned way. This is fine. Yes. It's a bit too much polluted water over here. How about I just get you to sweep that one tile up and then maybe the rest of it can spread over? Getting too hot. Well, that's no good. Set you to 8 as well. Looks like we're sending all the steel over first. That's fine. Are we actually done exploring now? I think we are. Well, I don't want to... Oh god, I don't really want to immediately send everyone back. But at the same time, I don't have much for them to do here. But if that's all the space we can explore from here, we are going to need to make a proper space program, and that's going to take some time to get out. So we're probably not going to focus on that today, which means... But I still want you guys to actually do the deliveries, so I think I'm actually just going to leave you idle for now. We still have a couple of eco power banks, but I don't really want to send them back. No, we're just going to leave the bionic dupes over there. We'll move them on to the next asteroid. You have successfully swept up all the water. It's not totally what I wanted you to do. But that's fine. Right, so we've got 7 out of 8 in here. Can I just actually wrangle these guys? I think we probably dropped some slugs down here. No? Okay. I bet there's some slugs running around rampant on the bottom of the map now. No? Okay, that's fine. Look how high our calories are getting. We're not trying to make a huge amount of excess food. It's just happening. That's good. So, the conveyor rail, this is pretty straightforward. It's going to go in here. It's going to go over here. That's going to go around here and just probably, I don't know, just dump here, I guess. Actually, you know what? Don't dump it there. Remove this ladder and dump it here. There is one more thing I need to do over here. I actually need to set up like the little doors to restrict access. So weight plate, door, shoot. Because we don't want the dupes to start picking up the metal when it's very small. So let's see. So it's going to be more complicated in some places than others. So let's actually, yeah, let's do this first. So buildings, remove these buildings, remove these buildings. Because I'm imagining we're going to have to put the weight plate here, the chute here, a tile here, and then doors here. So like a mechanized airlock. And then a weight plate. And then a chute. And then another tile. And then that can come out here. Automation just plugs in here. I don't think this even necessarily needs to be powered, but I'll plug it in anyways. It's fine. You can't build this now. Oh, right. You can't actually get down here at all. Well, you'll have to build the tile last, then. You should still be able to grab the metal from here. That's fine. Okay, so... you need to sweep everything off of this tile. There's going to be a lot of stuff on here as well, so that'll keep you busy for a little bit. This should be set to, I don't know, above 1,000 kilograms? Or below 1,000 kilograms? No, it should be above 1,000 kilograms and the door opens. Yeah. And then you can actually access all the metal. That sounds good. Right, and then you can just seal that in. We're plugged in, that's good. We just need to do something like that for each of these 3 setups. Oh, right. Okay, well maybe just do that for now then. There was a bit too much heat in here at one point. Oh! I just straight up built the automation wire in the wrong spot. Yeah, that's not going to help this room. Yeah, fix that too. And then we need to do the other volcano as well. So the chute here is going somewhere slightly different. I think we could just do this exact same thing over here. So remove buildings here. And then I'll just put some ladders in so they can just access it this way. Actually, they can just come up this ladder to access it. That's fine. This is just to stop the duplicants getting loads of errands every time a single drip of metal falls off the conveyor rail. It's still enter the room here, that's fine. And then you can remove that and probably put a tile here, I guess. Then that conveyor rail's going to go up here. And then deconstruct that. Put in the automation wire. Yeah, you've done that. And then you just need to put in a door. Does it need to be powered? Not really, but I'm going to plug it into something anyways. And the last one is the cobalt volcano, which... we getting some gas sulfur in here? No. That's a good sign. That's a very good sign. Yeah, now I just need to set up the thing over here. So that can be... probably over here, right? I don't think we actually need this shaft for anything over here. It was convenient, but it's not the end of the world. And then... yeah. Then the door can just go here. Because that's where we're going to want them to access everything. Yeah. And then deconstruct these. Deconstruct the chute. Do the exact same thing over here. But this is barely even keeping them busy enough for me to actually tell them what to do. There you go. And that's... I think that's mostly it, to be honest. This should all just work now. Oh, I need to sweep everything off of here. That is true. I need to sweep everything off of the tiles while I'm doing this. That's not sweeping. And then... same for this tile. Not that we dumped a huge amount on this tile. And then this needs to be set to above 1 ton. And then this one needs to be set to above 1 ton. Cool. Alright, well that's that done. How much more work have you done over here then? We have some slugs over here, not a lot. That's fine. So we've sent over the rest of the wire, so that can just come down here. Not that we need that much. We've got enough iron. Yeah, let's not make stuff out of iron if we can help it. You're going to erupt in 5 cycles. I think I'm just going to let the water out of here. This is too much water. Also, wow, I really didn't need to deliver... I did not need to deliver 17.7 tons of sulfur here. So, I guess get rid of the rest of it again. And stop exporting sulfur. No longer required. Yeah. 1 ton spread out across the entire bottom should be plenty. It's going to be like 40 per tile. Yeah, that's good. And then obviously we need to get all the gas out of here. Should I... Now, we have the refined metal back now, don't we? I do have 3 transformer slots over here that we can get hooked up. So let's do it. So we want the tops of these ones to be facing this way. And then we always want to be capturing this steam power. I don't think we're going to have enough conductive wire to build all of this immediately, though. And again, long term, the plan is we're going to take these and actually... We don't need this one yet. We're going to take these and actually... We're going to wrap the whole spine around the asteroid, but that is going to depend on all the other metal volcanoes working. I believe they are all working now. I mean, dormancy's notwithstanding. Should get all the metal out. This saltwater vent erupts in 15 cycles. I could start planning this out as well. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do actually have enough room to get this all built in here. That's good. So, we can do something very similar over here. That's good. And then... We probably won't... I mean, this could be a naphtha entrance as well. That's probably fine. We can start planning all this out. Ugh. This one will be much easier to connect into the spine, actually. So maybe the maybe we do prioritize it a little bit more. And then we'll just have to see what the bleachstone budget is, because we've got 2 squeaky puffed branches on the job. But I'm not sure that's going to be enough. Probably don't need all of these jumbo batteries made of steel in here, if I'm being entirely honest. Yeah, let's keep checking on the printables. Draco eggs, omelets. Sure, we don't need any more Draco eggs. How are the Pacu doing? Body temperature low. You are tame. Body temperature low. So they're not actually going to reproduce. We have got a wild tiny baby Pacu in here though. I think this is fine. We've got our 3 Pacu eggs in here. These should hatch fairly quickly. Some of them are very low wildness. I think this is all going to be fine. I'm not going to micromanage the Pacu. Let's go back here and keep fixing some of this stuff. So, pipe. But yeah, I just thought I'd do an extra stream today because we know that we wanted to do this. I know that this is not the most exciting thing in the world to do, so I thought I've got some spare time, so let's actually just get this done today. And then we can do something more exciting in our scheduled slots. But even if it's not exciting, it is still something we should do.
Hello there.
Hello, Uglavisk. Everyone is lurking today. Nobody's said anything yet. That is fine. You guys are welcome to lurk. Yeah, it is quiet. It's fine. We're just doing more of what we did the last few streams. But it all needs to be done. We got some Pepsi. Let's have some Pepsi. Yeah, Pepsi. Actually, you know what? Okay, let's mix it up a little bit. Don't worry, it'll still be Pepsi. Got some Pepsi Mango. And bourbon? No. No, today we're sponsored by Pepsi Mango. My absolute favorite flavor. Right. Okay, so we need to put automation wire here, automation wire here, and gates. And then we need an atmos sensor. Sus, it's the only thing I'm suspicious of is having good taste. Okay, and then the batteries. Gonna put the batteries in here for now, whatever. We can actually just put the transformers in here straight away and plug them in, so we probably should. This is a very convenient spot for a change. So yes. Here. Here, I think. Now, here is an area I could actually tune all 5 and plug them in, so maybe we even do that. I think we do that. That's fine. You know what? This is silly. We definitely do not need to put all these batteries in here. We definitely do not need to put all these batteries in here if we're just plugging it straight into the transformer. So let's actually... Here's what we'll do. We'll set up a smart battery over here. We'll set up some regular-ass jumbo batteries over here. Not in the steam room. And that will do. And then the heavy watt... Oh, we need to get the heavy watt wire down here. Ah, cock. We have some aluminium. It's not a lot. It's not going to get very far. Okay. We're trying. Right, I think now we have to set this asteroid to full export mode, because these guys are literally not doing anything else. So iron and gold, I want you to export to, and maybe lead if you have any. There's literally nothing we need to do here now except export resources. There's some large stockpiles in here that we haven't actually dumped yet because we're trying to cool it all. Do we want to tap into those large stockpiles now? Also, the sulfur is definitely just turning into gas here, but it's condensing quickly, so I don't think this is actually an issue. I guess we'll see if it's an issue. I should actually... Okay, here's the thing. I should... Oh, here's the other thing. All the refined metal we're importing from this asteroid is getting dumped in the pool of water anyways, so... The cooling is probably relevant when they were building stuff, but it's not going to be relevant here. So maybe I don't worry about it too much. Oh, and I'm going to need a regular... I'm going to need a regular transformer for the aqua tuner. And now I begin the very slow process of painfully extending this down here. Actually, maybe it won't take too long. Let's put some more temperature plates in. Obviously, we've got to get all this carbon dioxide out of here. Yeah, I didn't actually realize that space travel was going to be so complicated on this here. It's not going to be that complicated, but we are going to have to set up a space program without any oil, without any nearby asteroids. So we are going to have to commit to Radbolt rockets, and they probably are going to be hooked up to the satellites over here. We have 2 satellites there, we have 1 satellite here. This seems like a good location to launch rockets from anyways. I need to check what the range of those rockets even is as well. And then we definitely want this to be a power plant, so let's put the tiles over here as well. Right, let's keep doing this. I think they're exporting the metal fairly quickly now. So that's going to come here, and then we're going to extend it this way. Ore is getting dumped through as we speak. I could just put salt water in that coolant line if I really wanted. Did I actually set up polluted water to dump in here? No. I should also just seal this for now. So I want you to collect polluted water, enable auto bottle. Do we have any? Yes. Yes? Okay, good. Good to see this is all melted properly again. That is a good sign. That means we're going to get all the aluminium out. Right, I can make some of this out of gold. That's fine. So, do that, do that, do that, do that, do that. Oh, we have batteries here we want to connect as well. That's acceptable. Yeah, go ahead and do that. It's probably going to take you a while to finish that off. The books. I think this is fine for the book conveyor. God, it's so weird looking at this view, looking at how uniform everything is now. Likewise, we've actually dug most of this out of here now. So, I can get you to come do this too. Let's actually... I don't think there's anything specific that we need to keep up here. Just dump it all. Obviously, do not destroy the satellites. We need those. Oh, why is this random... Why is this random Wheezewort here? That's funny. Okay, I think that will actually do. I don't think I want to dig anything above this level for now. Wild. And build these, build these. This is the area where we're going to put in the transformers, but that's going to take a little while to put in. I guess we'll go back to priority 9. Oh, I'm too hot. I'm too hot wearing this. I'm gonna take it off. Now, if I take these headphones off, will it cut out the audio? Seems like the answer is no. That's good. I really like that hoodie, but it does get very warm. It's definitely a winter hoodie. Right. Okay, so more heavy rock conductive wire. Okay, that's good. We've got more materials now. That doesn't need to go there. That needs to go... Oh. Iron. Okay, that's fine. And then that iron can go over here. Something along those lines. Then we can start hooking everything up. But this is why we've really prioritized getting these metal volcanoes online. Because we're using a lot of refined metal just to build things. If we want to actually build them quickly, the building material is going to be the constraint at this point rather than the dupes. And that's why we've gone so hard on the geotuners too. Right, let's see. So the water pipe for this I could do again. I'm pretty sure this is just going to get dumped straight off the map. So, you know what? Actually, does this even need to be insulated? Oh yeah, it does need to be insulated. It's the steam output. Yeah, just shove it here. Oh, you need to remove this and put a conveyor bridge in here. And then deconstruct the conveyor rail too. 29 this. Already 7 new builds. So I can go there, that's fine. This room looks very naked without the batteries, but we really don't need them for this one. Because we're going to put them all directly on the transformer spine. So let's just do all the conveyor stuff over here again. We'll have to calculate the output for this one too. Did I actually automate? Did I put the automation wire in for that one? I did. Okay, that's good. Remove this. I can go. And then that can just plug in there. Conveyor loader made of steel can go here. Conveyor meter can go here. And then that can go in here. That can go over here. Then I can just dump onto this tile. That's fine. Now, salt geotuners. That would be these ones. We do have some conveyor receptacles that we've not actually hooked up to anything. So we could definitely actually, that is something we could do. You know what? Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. So you can come up here, you can go this way. Cancel this. Then you can come back over here, go up here. No. Love the xylophone sounds. That one can go up here, through this bridge, and just straight into the receptacles. Wow, it's like we almost planned it. From farm to fork. You like to see it. This, perhaps this bend is less than optimal, but it doesn't matter. The conveyor is so long, this isn't using up that much metal at all, honesty. I can't believe how far this asteroid has actually come. Also, we've been on speed 1 this entire time today so far. It feels like we're already getting a lot done. So you're going to activate 13 cycles. What about this one? Oh, I'm getting a call. I'm getting a call. Now's not a good time. Oh, it was a misclick, lol. There we go. Okay, it's all good. I was getting a Discord call. Right, is this all good? This is all good. Good. Right, remove that. Remove this. What about the bottle empty down here? We still need to build the pipe for this one. So that can just go here. Gold will do. That's fine. Yeah, look how quickly the refined metal's coming in. Granted, we're currently importing a fair bit of it, but I still think it's neat. Right, bridge here, pipe here, deconstruct this. Also, this means I can start hooking up all the conductive wires. So there's a few. And now I'm beginning to regret bringing this conductive wire all the way down here. But that's fine. I think what we'll do is we'll just do a load of bypasses. Just build that for now, and then we can disconnect the other bit of wire and reuse it for our own purposes. Is this all going to snake out onto here anyways? And I think if we're adding all of this steam power, I should add as many batteries as I can at this point. Yeah, we can add quite a few batteries. What was this supposed to plug into again? Oh, that's plugging into the future steam turbines. Okay. I did not actually put a lot of batteries onto this, did I? I put a few up there, but not loads. So, how many of these can I hook up now? Some of these are going to be a little bit annoying. Nope, that's not right. Get that out of here. You can see how much room we've got. And if we manage to overload this wire, then that's mission accomplished, right? Yeah, put that there. That's fine. The dupes have plenty of stuff to build in any case. Right, so this is all going to get connected into one conductive wire. That is going to be the consumer that runs in here. So we'll hook that up in a bit, but that's gonna bridge here, and then it's gonna bridge here again, and then it's gonna come through the tile here. Also, I'm gonna put fast track on again. I keep forgetting. It's so much carbon dioxide down here now. Pretty good, actually. We need a puff prince in here. There's too much blue oxygen. Oh, we do have a puff prince in here. Well, that's just fine. We don't have any squeaky puffed eggs. And they're all starving. That's not ideal. Regular Puffed is doing fine. I could actually run these. We have like 280 tons of salt just to get a little bit more bleach stone, a little bit more sand. Not that we need any of those really. Perhaps this is worth doing for now, just to actually get the Squeaky Puffs fed. I really don't want to run out of these while the chlorine vents are offline. In fact, you know what? Send green signal if above 1000. If the pressure is below 1000, turn these on. I think that would make sense. So, put a knock gate here. And then just send this over. That can go there. Cut that. Same for this one. Cut that. Then that one can just run all the way through here. And priority 9, this. That makes sense, because I don't want them running all the time for power, but if we need it, we need it. Also, in actual fact, these two ranches are supposed to have chlorine in them. So I can actually make these airflow tiles and connect the gas. I think that would be a good idea. Let's do it. Let's not do it here, though. The puff prints should not belong. In fact, let's actually see what this looks like first. Let's just, already ate this. I'm aware of giving the dupes a lot to do now. It does occur to me at some point we're probably going to need to start mining materials from space for construction. The current fields we have are not very compelling. We do have algae in a field. That's not bad. But other than that, we can get rock. We can get salt water, ice. I don't think we really have any shortage of those things. Are we going to go into space to drill for more refined metals? Is that the plan? Maybe. Yeah, let's see what this all looks like. We've got chlorine in one room. We should definitely have chlorine in another room. And that way these bleachstone things can just run. That's a lot of power on this line, though. To be fair, I think I did actually account for that. Is there anything else I even want in this room? I could even put more bleachstone hoppers in this bit. What even is this? Why have I filled this conveyor receptacle with bleachstone? When was that ever part of the plan? I don't think it is. I think this all just needs to be hooked up here. Yeah, something like this. Because we want to take this bleachstone and bring it out as well. But obviously it should be free to off-gas if we feel like it. Is this going to disrupt the water here? I don't think it is. Let's make that priority 8 as well. And then I probably need a wire here. Yes. Oh, poop. Oh, we do have the water here, it's just not showing up. Is it still restricting the puffs? It is. Okay, that's fine then. That's a little scary, but that's fine. Yes, now I can start exporting all of this bleach stone too. We are getting a little bit of off-gassing over here. Right, so the actual saltwater output of this. So, again, let's just do the maths. So, 9.53 equals 9.53 times 0.07 equals 0.667 kilograms per second. And again, we only need this to run when the geyser is actually erupting, because that's when the steam turbines are going to be running. So that's fine. And then you need to be set to salt. Okay, what else could we do? I do just like that we've got, like, the refined metal just coming in now. Hello, Redneck! Hope you're doing well. We're all lurking today. I'm literally just doing the 2 saltwater geysers on the main asteroid while we watch the fish. We made some slight adjustments to the puff branch. Because these two are both a squeaky puff, so we're coming low on chlorine while the vents are dormant. I've just connected both rooms, and we're gonna actually activate the bleach stone hoppers just to get some chlorine from salt. Just help these guys out a little bit, because I don't want my population of these guys to collapse. But I think we'll be alright. Let's keep connecting up batteries over here. That would be a good plan as well. So that can go like that. This is actually taking a fair bit of stuff. I'm going to wait to plug those ones in. Yeah, refined metal has dried up just a little bit. They're about to erupt again. I'm really hoping that none of you guys are gonna overpressurize on me. Taking a relaxed day, had a bit too much fun yesterday evening. Fair enough. It happens to us all. Yeah. This one's ready to go. We just need the vent to actually erupt. At the moment, I've literally just hooked it up on a closed cycle with some batteries. We are going to connect it up to the main transformer spine, but that's going to take some time because it's going to require a fair bit of refined metal. That's definitely the constraint at the moment. So we're just building what we can that doesn't require it. In fact, yeah, can you priority 9 this now so we can actually put the polluted water in this coolant loop? I think we will get these both up and running today. I think I'm going to speed to it now. We're kind of just waiting for metal at this point. So that could go here. But yeah, I've been pontificating as well because I've realized space travel is going to be more complicated than I thought. We've actually done the telescope on the other asteroid. There are no asteroids immediately near us. So I think Radbolt rocket travel is going to be needed to actually even find another asteroid. Because we don't have any oil. I mean, actually, hold on. Petroleum engine. Does this specifically require petroleum? I think it does. If we could use biodiesel, that would work. But yeah, we have literally no access to oil whatsoever. I'm really hoping we can print some slicksters at some point. That is important to me. Yeah, can you probably 9 this? And then the pipe. Let's get that done as well. This can be set to above 1,000. I don't remember what's the range of the steam rocket. Maybe it could be a steam rocket. Actually, I hadn't thought about that immediately. We will have no shortage of steam Let me tell you. I think the main advantage of steam rockets is that they're tall, not necessarily that they have range. I do not do a lot of space travel, but that's the general impression that I got. Right, petroleum. No, polluted water. Put that in here, please. I could just grab some more sulfur and put it in here. I've got to admit, I'm really enjoying using liquid sulfur as a readily available liquid phase for this whole area. Very pleased. The carbon dioxide will sink relative to the steam, so we should be able to get rid of that fairly quickly. Oh, I need to plug the pipe in, don't I? And yeah, the last thing we need to do once we've actually... I was quite disappointed about a sugar rocket, thought I had a higher range. Yeah, it's not great. The last thing we need to do before we actually dump all of the jungle juice onto the magma biome. What we need to do, we want to sweep most of the debris off, because we don't want all of this debris down here to get superheated and melt into different things. Wait. Why are more buildings broken? Oh, wires. I am just overloading the wires here, aren't I? It's pretty funny. I will need to actually... yeah. Oh, are you not exporting cobalt? I would like you to export cobalt as well. Yeah, please do. What we got? Squash fries. We got a lumen quartz. That's funny. Here you go. You guys can have the lumen quartz. Yeah, we've gotten a few Frosty Planet Pack and Prehistoric Planet Pack things. Now we just need the guy... Oh, I need to sweep up all this ethanol. Yeah, get rid of this. Well, need is a strong word. Where's the other wire? Yeah, fix that. That's for the saltwater vent. Oh, this has been erupting without being geotuned. That's fine. The good thing about this is we should be able to just... Even if there is a gap in the geotuning, it should sort itself out pretty well. You're not loading sulfur in here, are you? Don't load sulfur in here. We want that. We do actually have more databanks, so let's go and dump the databanks as well. And then let's check the Primo Garb, because the Bionic dupes need... They don't need the purple polyester suit, they need the other one. They need pom-pom knit suits. So Sonya gets one... And then who gets this one? Looks like this Sonya gets one too. Okay. I'm gonna deconstruct and reconstruct these. That is something else I need to do at some point. I need to add more conduction panels to each of these solar panels, because we are cooling them, but not quickly enough to stop them from burning when the regolith meteor lands on them specifically. So I need to remember to do that, but we have a lot of refined metal usage at the moment. We should have some cobalt coming in, though, that we can use to help things. Right, now let's have a look at this. So this is something we can save some wire on. So if we cut this... I will cut this, and then bridges. Bridge. And then that's the consumers for all of this. And then each steam turbine is actually going to get plugged into its own wire. So that gets disconnected. And then I can remove all of this. And then we can start plugging stuff in over here. So that's going to go here. Also, I'm never going to... If I look at the metal overlay map on this, I'm going to have a stroke. Because we built everything out of literally whatever refined metal we've had available. Without any rhyme or reason. So that's going to be fun. Right. Let's do it like this. And then this one... So what we're going to do is probably just something like this. This is a fun pattern. Look at this. Right. That should do. So we can remove the ones in the middle. And then this is going to get very annoying. But this should be our backup power sorted. And then what I will actually do is I'll cut this wire and I'll send it somewhere else. So that one can go there. That can go there. That can go there. Yeah, that's fine. And then I think it's going to have to be something like this. So long as we're not queuing up the steel, I'm alright. And to be honest, if I am queuing up the steel, it's probably not the end of the world either. Ah, here comes the cobalt. That's good. Okay. And then this one can come down here. And then this last one, so that needs to actually go there. And then that can go under here. There you go. Radiant pipe across the base of the solar panels would not cool them. No. I don't think so. Maybe. Maybe. We should try it. We will need more metal for that as well. But yes, actually, that would make... Why wouldn't we do that? Okay, yeah. That's gonna have to be what we do. Remind me of that in a couple of streams when we're not burning through all of our refined metal. Right, how's this looking? Okay, that is actually done. That's good. So, remove this. Remove this. This temperature is fine for that. Let's put in 1 ton of sulfur. It doesn't have to be exact. Yeah, because the heat is going to get transferred. So my problem here was I put all the conduction panels in thinking this stuff was going to be independent of the heat, because all this is, but the solar panels won't be, because no matter what, they're connected to the tiles, and the tiles are hot. Although, look at this. So we have hot tiles here, but they're not actually interfacing with the solar panels. That's weird. You would think they would be connected, but they're not. Maybe that one's going to require a little bit of experimentation. Oh, I need to rebuild the solar panels, though. Here you go. Not that we have any real shortage of glass. Right, that's nearly done. What else do we have left to build? Let's see. Because we've got lots of cobalt now. So we can hook up the rest of the batteries. So, which ones aren't connected? These ones aren't connected yet, but that's gonna... I'll connect those when we're actually ready to do that. Let's just do these ones for now. Oh, that's gonna annoy me. I put it on the other end. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to undo that. And then I think I might actually have enough refined metal to do these ones too. Yeah. Okay. And then these ones also need to be connected. And then these are the 3 wires that we're going to connect to the thing. Why only 1 line per turbine per 2? Can't I have it on 2 turbines per line? Am I planning on tuning them up? I'm planning on tuning them up with the extra fine metal. I'm not planning on tuning up the other ones, so I can run less wires over here. But these ones are right next to the spines, so we may as well tune them up. Because it's not going to be a significant extra cost. You are already running. That's hilarious. You're not going to have a lot of fun with that. Let's set you to 2,000. Right, let's speed to it again. So, yeah, I think most of this is actually ready. This can get plugged into the thing because I don't need this to run in an emergency. So I will plug this into the automation wire that turns off consumers. There's been a lot of wires I've been leaving off that list, but this is not going to be one of them. There you go. We have another thermonullifier here. I'm just plugging in all these thermonullifiers just for shits and giggles, really. So let's plug in this one too. You know, a little bit of cooling never hurt anyone. We have way more hydrogen than we need anyways. So... I guess just come down here. Sure. You guys aren't loading this at all. That's okay. Still not getting many squeaky puffs, though. I don't really want to increase the priority on this, though. We have a lot of things going on that I want people to do. Right, let's inspect the metal volcanoes quickly. Just check that they're not breaking. Doesn't look like it. Looks like it's alright here. I should be getting the gold out. Let's just watch this one. Let's just make sure this is actually still erupting. I feel like I should be able to see the gold here. Oh, I guess, you know what? Maybe we... I think we actually did catch this one at a good time, and it's not got a huge stockpile in here. You guys have a lot of power banks here now as well. That's good. Oh, this is so good. I've been drinking the regular Pepsi Max for ages because I got like a load of it from Costco. Yeah, this is fine. This one is still dormant, and then this one is doing fine because it's got the sulfur. That's actually worked really well with the sulfur. I never even considered how good sulfur actually was for this application. It's not perfect, but it's very readily available. I think uranium is still necessary to, but when it gets hotter than 330 degrees in here, which does happen. Getting impatient now. I just want you to erupt. I have also tasked you guys to still dig this up. I can understand why you haven't been doing this. Yeah, looks like the suit oxygen is fine now as well. That's good. How are the Paku looking? Okay, we got a tame Paku. We got a wild one down here. We got a wild baby. Crowded, elderly, tame. We got 9 Pacu eggs here. That's good. So, I'm going to keep the Pacu count here quite high until we've replaced all the tropical Pacu with regular Pacu. And then we're going to start actually converting them into omelets. We have a load of tropical Pacu over here. They're just hanging out. They're just evolving into meat. We don't actually need them. Ooh. Yeah. I really just want to see this saltwater vent erupt. That's it. Come on. I need to tell them not to tune up all of these as well. So I want to disallow Tinker on... Actually, you know what? Disallow on these ones. Actually, I think if we tinker... I think we have to disallow these ones too. Because 2 steam turbines at max strength is... I think too much for the tune-up. The transformers. Okay, you're erupting. You are geotuned. We should start getting a load of steam in here now. The next step is to just get rid of all the gas. So, probably just a case of getting him to sweep all of this up for now, right? Maybe not this bit. I think this is a problem that will soon solve itself. And then we'll just go and get a bit more naphtha. It's all full of slime lung. Everything's full of slime lung. We got a load of Pacu fillet, apparently. It's fine. What else am I actually waiting for now? So I'm waiting for more refined metals so that I can actually do stuff. Let's actually adjust the list here, right? We don't need to worry about briar seeds. I don't think we need to worry about copper ore specifically, or depleted uranium. I don't think I need to worry about igneous rock. Oxalite, I guess we'll keep on there. Plug slug eggs I don't care about. Dirt I don't care about. Sand I don't care about. List's too long. Snow I don't care about. Sleep beats I don't care about. So let's add a few more bits over here. So we want the rest of the refined metals in this list. Cobalt, aluminium, gold. I don't think we care about other rocks. Algae, I think we technically care about. There's some mud we can separate out as well. That's funny. Sulfur, I think I am actually going to put on the list because we have a finite amount of it. Metal ore, generally, I don't care about. Ice, I do care about. I don't like making temperature plates. And I think that's most of it. We have a lot of things unlocked on our list. Yeah, that seems good. Okay, I'm happy with that. We have a lot of polluted water just exploding over here. Oh, you're still digging all of this. Yeah, that'll do. You're overheating. I don't care about the door overheating. Sorry, not sorry. This water should boil pretty quickly in here. Yeah, do come and grab this. And then what should end up happening is we should have a load of steam ending up overflowing, and then actually one of these I think will make into a door crusher. Wonder how far under the screen the list is going. Not that far. Like, if we pull up these windows, we can grab the see all button. That's what I'm aiming for. Got a little bit of water down here. Set this to 10 and 90. Don't really want this to run out of power. And then I don't think I'm even going to hook this up. You know, I think I'm actually going to remove these, because we're going to want the steel elsewhere. I'll leave, like, one battery. Just while we're waiting to hook this up, but this is a big waste of steel, frankly. It makes sense on the other asteroid, but not here. Oh, wow, people have been getting radiation sickness because of the satellites. That's funny. Yeah, keep erupting, please. So much salt water. Look how much steam it is. The sulfur. Let's release the sulfur. Sulfur is not very conductive, admittedly. It will be more conductive when everything else erupts. It will start conducting. That will eventually solve the whole issue. I do have to be aware that if there's so much steam in here that this just doesn't erupt, then we're going to be in trouble. We got a pretty thick top layer over here. So let's actually do the naphtha now, I think. So let's just get a big old bottle. How much we got over here? Not a lot. Okay. We may have to make another temperature plate. This is what we've resorted to making liquid locks out of, by the way, because we don't have oil. There's just no oil on the map. We spawned the map without an oil biome. Right, steam turbines are running now. That's good. As all the polluted oxygen just got pushed out the way. We will put a little crusher here just to get rid of the last bits. I'm a big fan of that now. So, timer sensor. I will come and delete all this wire as well, because we don't need this here. Is there any more random wire that we're not using now? I wouldn't count it. After it's so much better than oil anyways, it's not like you're down already by doing that. I do like it for liquid locks, that's for certain. I bet I forgot to pick up the bottle. You just dumped it in here again. Yeah, thanks, Max. Mucho apreciado. What I get for forgetting about it. Now we've got 69 kilograms of naphtha. Nice. So, you need to put that there. And then I'm going to yellow alert that. And then I'm going to empty it. And then we're going to fill this up. This is actually working fairly well now. Chlorine can just hang out, that's fine. I could probably just tile that. Let's actually do this. And then we can just tile that. You can't be serious. You've immediately grabbed the naphtha before I could even pick it up. Look. Look at this bullshit. Ridiculous. You keep grabbing a little bit more every time, though. That's weird. Okay. I'm gonna have to actually pay attention to this now, sorry. This is the third time the duplicates have put it down and then immediately picked it up because they haven't had anything else to do, and they've become exceedingly efficient at it. Yeah, but my goal for today is literally just to get these two things working. What is even going to be the thumbnail today? Man, I have no idea. Well, you need to go dock your exosuit, apparently, and relax. So, you should not immediately take this bottle where it doesn't belong. Now, I need you to empty this. George. There you go. Hooray! And then we can grab this little blob here. So that is polluted oxygen. That should definitely be sealed up. I think this is going to destroy a lot of steam. I think that's acceptable for now if this actually pushes the blobs over here. So I'm not going to be watching this like a hawk. Don't want the pressure too high. We're still going to get all the salt out either way. The water is actually not necessarily what we want for now. Fruit reserve. Actually, you know, no. Let's be reasonable about this. Just open it up until the gases drift in here, and then we'll fix it. And then just remove those two tiles, and then we'll grab the chlorine when that's done. It's running now. Right, how much refined metal do we have? A fair bit. Is that enough for one of the 3 wires? Maybe. Now the issue is, this is starting to kind of encroach a little bit on where I want to put stuff. Right, let's go over here. Okay, am I just going to send this all through to Dracos? Yeah, I guess I am. If we could build these wires one at a time, that's better than nothing, isn't it? And then I can start siphoning it off. Because what I want to do is I'll actually want to grab this power separately. And I want to put this into it. Oh, I want to put this into here. I want to put this into a consumer line as well, but I... You didn't come here to be reasonable? Of course not. Are we doing well, Brynry? My middle mouse button is temperamental. That's fine, you'll get on with the wires for now. Still no significant amount of chlorine in here. Well, we have lots of dense puffed eggs. We're not doing very well in the others, are we? Seems like we haven't got any eggs. You know, I understand you guys not laying any eggs. You should definitely be laying eggs. These guys should also definitely be laying eggs. I'm kind of concerned now. I don't know where all the puffs are going. I really, really hope I haven't been sending them on a wild goose chase. Let's actually click on the list and see if we can find puffed eggs. Because if they're getting dumped at the end of some conveyor somewhere, I'm not going to be very happy. Doesn't look like it. I'll check again later. That polluted water is probably fine. What's overheating again? Oh. Yeah. Makes sense. Let's go ahead and fix all of that. I never did meteor-proof this stuff properly, did I? Oh. Yeah, it's all way too hot. Well, I mean, that does make sense.
Thanks for the raid.
Hey, Gary, actually, how are you? What are you up to? Let me give you a shout out. You've come at a physical moment where some meteors have landed and I'm not sure what to do. Here you come. Right. So, yeah. We built all this stuff out of non-steel. Did I export all the steel? I did. That would be the easy solution. But everything is kind of overheating a little bit. I can bring steel back here and fix this for now. I don't really want to make a proper solution, and we have steel, so that's fine. Let's put that in here. And then switch over again. The prehistoric lab map, everything's overheated in your map too. Nice, nice. Let's definitely stop exporting steel, then. Yeah, it's going alright. Today has been pretty much a chill vibe session, because we're just literally building 2 more saltwater geyser power plants that we're trying to plug into our transformer spine. And this one is ready to plug in and go, but we just need this to actually erupt. It's going to erupt in 8 cycles. And then the other one over here has actually erupted, but it's a bit too far away and we've run out of refined metal. So we're waiting for more and trying to build wires. We've been importing it all from the metal volcano asteroid, teleporter asteroid, now that we've actually got the volcano set up properly. But it is going to take us a little while to just build all these wires. I really don't want to build everything out of steel. Looks like this is working again now. This guy's was erupting again. That's solved that whole issue. That's good. Oh, you're too hot? You're too hot and you've been starving. Well, let's lower this to 55 then. We have enough steel for now. Ugh. We've been making steel pretty relentlessly on this run with the Draco Lab. I don't think I actually want spare slugs running around, so you can get eaten. But yeah, the Bardic dupes are pretty much the other asteroid just hanging out. So I need to tell you to make this out of steel. I need the steel to actually arrive. The steel is arriving. So go ahead and do this. Gold amalgam will probably do for this one. I'll do gold amalgam for now. I really don't fancy setting up some permanent cooling for this, but yeah. Maybe we do have to. How's this looking? Yeah, both our chlorine vents picked a great moment to be dormant. I think the plan is very much we leave the one researcher dupe here on his own, and we take the others back to the main asteroid. But again, the dupe labor, I don't think is the constraint here. I think I will actually set up a Great Hall in here after all. 4 bionic dupes, because I think we are going to start having more of them. Also, this whole top is full of hydrogen now. That's not good. Who's sleeping in the hydrogen? And then maybe we can just have some beds over here for them. I don't know exactly what this is going to look like. Put some furniture over here. A phone. We'll put a water cooler in here as well. We are giving people brackine. But we're going to bring 8 bionic dupes back. You know what? Make it pink. Why not? And then furniture-wise, I think... oh, I want to put lamps on here, don't we? I think we actually concluded we don't necessarily need lamps in here with the bionic dupes. Because their battery eating, I think, has a fixed animation. We've still got a shovel, that's nice. What was the theme here? Was it puzzle cubes or cheese? It was puzzle cubes. Okay. Yeah, we'll put that here, put that here. This is really going to save the refined metal like I wanted, isn't it? Amazing. You know what, that'll do for now. And then furniture-wise... I don't know, probably... Let's mix it up a little bit. Oh, look, we got the fossil... We got the fossil hanging blocks. Oh, we got to do this, haven't we? We never even built these in the original run. That's a waste, isn't it? You got like a big one down here. Well, obviously this isn't going to be the thumbnail. Actually, you could be copper, that's fine. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to do. How's the temperature? The temperature is finally increasing over here. We finally actually started heating everything up. Mostly because of the heat from space. So, I think we can actually start planting plants in all these bedrooms. It's only taken a couple of 100 cycles. How's this looking? Oh. I forgot to close this. Don't mind me. I just forgot to close this. It's alright. I think all the gas is left. I think all the gas is left. Well, I don't think it's going to necessarily break anything. But this steam is not going to condense very easily. Great. Keep going with these wires. I really just want to get these wires done. Not that I think it's going to happen immediately. I do have some copper and lead and stuff I should actually use up as well. At some point. What's going on with this wire? Oh, I know what's going on with this wire. And then we'll build a conductive wire bridge here, and because it's not bypassing the wall, it should still hook onto everything and be fine. I think I'm just going to leave this plugged into these ones for now. And then this one can get disconnected over here. Although I'm not going to disconnect that one until later. So much steam. Continue to speed up. I want to make sure that this room is all full of steam and then that's all solved as well. Let's set this priority 9 so someone actually dumps the sulfur in here, because I do want that to melt. How long is it going to take the sulfur to melt? Oh, we got a door overheating? I do not care. In fact, I think this is at the point where we can remove the door. Is that just all the hot steam water coming down here? It is. I don't think that's necessarily a problem. I think we can reach all of these wires. This is pretty much going to need to run full time. You know what? I'm going to make an educated decision. I'm actually just going to send this over here. And I'm actually just going to straight up connect this like this. And then like that. Because I honestly think one tuned turbine is actually going to sort everything out. Hey, Mimic. Yes, we haven't indeed been raided. We're not doing anything too exciting today. I'm going to prefix it. We literally have just been setting up the steam turbine power plants. We're trying to get them plugged into our spine. We built a load of extra batteries to handle all of the steam power. And we have another one that's plugged in down here that's going to activate in about 7 cycles. And the purpose of all of this is we're going to dump all the water as well. We're filling up this pool with jungle juice. And we're going to actually, like, just boil all of this liquid on all the magma. But we're going to do that another day. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. You've got to go. We don't want any Pacu in here eating all the seeds. We do actually have a squeaky puff saved over here. Yeah, I know this fishy guy is very fishy. Yes. Poke shell is trapped down here. Let's actually dig this up. What has been causing this sand to form? Oh, that's just fallen down. That's fine. But yeah, that's the last main thing I want to do on this asteroid before we start really shifting to space travel. I want to just freeze the whole magma biome so we can just dig all the way down. There's no volcanoes in here as far as I know. And I just want to save the space for building. This is sour gas or bust. This is the run where I'm going to build a large amount of critter ranches, particularly Drecos and Slicksters, glossy Drecos. And we're going to fill up sort of like these giant chunks of the map. So this big chunk here, between the cool steam vents and the Salt Water Geyser, that's all going to be Dreco ranches. And this big chunk down here is all going to be Slickster ranches. And then we're going to set up a big sour gas boiler, probably, I don't know, probably here, right? Maybe? I don't know. Somewhere. I still have to do all of the actual layout planning. Shawarma tastes really good. Have I had one before? Yes, I like shawarma. It's pretty good. I think that's a fairly uncontroversial opinion. But yeah, the only thing is, the heat source for all of our sour gas boilers is going to be thermium aquatuners and tepidizers, because it's going to be large enough. We don't have any volcanoes, and we wouldn't have enough volcanoes to hook up for heat to run a machine like that. So we need space materials, and we've actually just explored space today on this asteroid. We did the telescope here now. There are no planets near us, and I selected this seed so it doesn't have an oil biome, because I didn't want all the oil reservoirs in the way of our industry. So the actual result of all of that is our long-range rocket options are a bit limited, especially before we get Slicksters and access to oil that way. So I think what we're probably going to do is Radbolt rockets if we don't find anything better sooner. You're actually going to start loading these? No. Okay. But yeah, there's a lot of waiting around for metal at the moment. That's probably fine. If I'm not actually hooking up this middle one, that's okay too. I'll have a think about what I want to do with that. But yeah, this should run on its own. If this stays tuned. Oh, it won't, because it's not going to actually get to full temperature, is it? I need to seal this too. That's a big heat leak there at the moment. It looks like all that water condensed. Yeah, I don't think this is going to run continuously, but we'll see. We will eventually hook this up. You can reuse the rocket launch heat to power your sour gas boiler. Maybe. That's got a lot of moving parts. Oh, look, the sulfur melted. The geyser has peed itself. We put some sulfur here because we realized that sulfur actually makes a very good conduction medium for these saltwater geyser tamers, because it melts at the right threshold, and then it's just a liquid that conducts temperature instantly with the salt water, and then we just immediately get the steam. I like it. But they just need to keep building all the wires. And we're going to start sending the mining tubes back as well. I really want to see what this fossil block looks like. We've never built one of these before. I think we're going to put a drywall here as well. It's going to be a bionic duplicant one. A phage circuit one, maybe? Pierce. There you go. Looks like pee when you take an ibuprofen tablet. Lol. Yeah. Pretty much. Once we get more refined metal as well, I also need to update the cooling loop for this. Because we need more conduction panels on the solar panels. I don't think running it through the tile of the solar panel does actually conduct heat into it, but I don't know. I haven't tried it. Maybe I tried it a while ago and it didn't work. But in any case, we're probably going to need more we're going to need more of those panel things. This light needs to be steel. We're not cooling this. We're just going to bleed the heat into the asteroid. The only concern I have here is this ethanol is going to explode. Maybe. I don't know. The tile isn't that conductive, to be honest. Let's change this to steel. We have made a lot of steel. I think all of the iron is being made into steel now on the other planet. Which on the one hand is good, but on the other hand, I kind of want the iron. I can't have both. Water vent is dormant, that's fine. We broke some pipes over here because we had some regular ass water in here instead. Which is not exactly what we wanted. That's okay. What's going on here now? This is mostly polluted water now. So, if that is mostly polluted water now, I can hook that up again, right? That was the whole issue, was we had some regular water in here. We only had regular water in here because some ice melted. As far as we can tell, all the ice is gone. So that should be fine now, right? Oh god, stop moving around. Right, remove these doors. I don't care about these doors. Yeah, this one in here is actually completely fine now. We just need the wires to get finished. What priority is that? That is priority 7. I don't think we actually have any other construction tasks left for you either. Should get finished pretty soon then. You can empty the stuff out of here. That's fine. Remove this. No batteries in this one because we're just going to plug it in immediately. We can plug everything into this efficiently. We've already done so. Then, because each of these is going to get their own wire, these can all be tinkered with. Am I really just speeding through it now? Can I actually... Okay, here's what we're going to do. We need to get the dupes to start shifting all the stuff off the bottom of the map. That'll do. Let's get rid of some of these. We've got some gaps here where we need to drop... We're dripping stuff through. Although not everything is relevant here now. That's fine. We just need to get all the debris out of here, because I do not want to accidentally boil all the debris. It's not very cash money. I probably actually want to build slightly more than that. No, probably not. The dupes can get over here quickly enough. So, sweep all, standard, priority 9. And then I'm just going to tell them to start sweeping everything up. And you know what I might even do? I might even do some of this off stream. Because this is going to take a bloody age. And I'm not sure how much stuff we're actually going to have to do while we're waiting for all of this. I guess the next thing to do would actually be to set up the space program. Look how many errands that is. This is going to take you a while. In that case, what I actually need to do, I need to tell you to priority 9 everything else up here, because you're not going to get it done otherwise, are you? Did you actually already do it? That would be ideal, wouldn't it? No. Well, you're pretty close. We should have all the materials for this now, right? We're gradually cooling down all this carbon dioxide. Yeah, you guys are going to have a lot of work to do. This is definitely a regular duplicate task. And wow, that looks pretty good actually. Oh, look at the fossil sculpture. It's the dangler. The dangler. The masterpiece. We could turn it into uncanny carapace, but let's leave the fish here. Sounds good. Oh wow, look at the piss water cooler. Okay. I think we're gonna start sending the bionic dupes back. Because there is not enough for them to do, and we frankly need the labor. So get in here. And then you guys could start just hanging out, I think. Oh. Which bionic dupe is the one with all the research boosters? It is Chip. Chip needs to stay here. Everyone else could start to go. Because we need more dupe labor on the main asteroid. Get out of here. This will mean that I'll have to start sending the power banks back. We will need a couple of power banks. Now, I'm fully expecting you to stay in your suit and then to actually just drop it somewhere random. All this jungle juice. Gross. Wait, we got an achievement? What's the achievement? Excuse me? Most valuable bionic. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that does make sense, actually. Okay, get that out of there. Much random jungle juice. Yeah, we're just going to start setting them back. Let's get rid of all the random plug slugs as well. We have plenty of plug slugs. No urgent need for those. Repaste those, and I think every time we get a bionic duplicant, we will also just assign them the mess table. Let's Eduardo's. This is going to be Brackeen. I believe we have Brackeen. Now, these rooms are getting hotter again. Do we actually have seeds to put in them? Spore kids? Not today, Zerg. Let's do a couple of bluff briars. I think that's all the bluff briars for now. And then mellow mallows. We could plant those in a few spots as well. We're not having... Oh. Yeah, we don't... Of course we don't have friggin' Adilla seeds. Plant mellow mallows in here. There you go. Alright, well, once you've actually built these wires, that should help the power situation a lot. Now, I'm sure we're wasting an absolute ton of power. Oh, we're out of iron? Okay. Note to self, stop building stuff out of iron. Again. I honestly think we might actually want to do a time skip here. Like, where I just play 30 cycles off stream, where they're all just sweeping up all the random debris on the map. Because I do not want to melt all of this. We do also actually have to build the steam turbine enclosure. Maybe that's something we can do now. Oh my god, what is that even going to look like? That's going to require a lot more refined metal. That's for certain. We at least going to see this erupt today? Probably not. Am I going to really wait 5 cycles just for this to erupt? Don't know. Give me lava eggs. Joya seeds. I'll take Joya seeds. I should really plant more Joya seeds. I keep getting rid of some of these random pitcher pumps. I guess I'll just preempt this and put the door crusher here. Yes, at least the refined metal is coming in now. What's the plan for the magma? Am I just going to drop the jungle juice in it? Yes, that's exactly what we're going to do. We've been accumulating this jungle juice for quite some time. In fact, we're even importing jungle juice from the other planet. Specifically to dump on the magma. I mostly just want to solidify everything. But we will obviously generate a lot of steam. So we will probably need to bleed off the power at some point. That's obviously going to be a big spectacle. So I do want that to happen. Excuse me. Yeah, keep filling these up. That's a lot of storage bins. Yeah, Priority 9 all of this. A bit more Pepsi. I guess the thing is, doing the magma is not going to be the constraint on the run. There is going to be a little bit of waiting we have to do while we wait for lava eggs. But I think we should prioritize the rocket stuff. We can have this go on in the background, us collecting all the debris, but this is many thousands of tons of debris. So it is going to take a while for these guys to move it even at full speed. Also, I should definitely put a plastic ladder here. And going up and down here a lot. This probably should have been a plastic ladder a while ago. I think that will do. Oh, you know what? Go all the way up. How many poke shells we got in here now? We have... Look how many poke shells we have in here. We have 66 poke shells in this one tile. Someday, we will do something with them, but not today. We actually getting any eggs in here yet? No, that's fine. Why do we have loads of paku fry? Oh, wow. I am just letting them hatch out and go over here, aren't I? I'm going to set this to 12. Yeah, let's just set it to 12. You should not still be wandering over here. Oh, this NOT gate is the wrong way around. That's hilarious. Okay. Yeah. That's the issue. They should all be going into here. They're all ending up in here. It's not necessarily the worst thing in the world, but it's not exactly what we wanted either. I should probably just get rid of these tropical paku, but they'll sort themselves out. These guys are so quick building the plastic ladder. It's amazing. Yeah, this needs to be flipped like this. Is that priority 9? That is priority 9. Okay, good. Yeah. So we should not be short on power by any stretch of the imagination anymore. Let's have a look at the colony report quickly. I shudder to look at this. We're wasting a lot of power. We're wasting a lot of steam turbine power. Yeah, if we look over the last sort of 10 or so cycles, our power has just shot way up. We reached 11,000, 12,000. To be fair, that's because the hydrogen generator is running at the same time. We were just wasting loads of the steam power. I'm hoping we're going to be wasting less of it now. We haven't been running the natural gas power at all. It's fine. We do actually need to build this wire, though. Still wasting some of the steam power. This actually appears to be running now. Yeah, because now it's tuned up. This is actually enough power. Great. So, I don't think I actually do need another wire here at all. This should actually be fine. How goes the project? It's going well. We're kind of at the second... the end of the second phase. So the first phase was... The first phase was just getting a competent base together at the top of the map on the main asteroid. And the second phase was going to the teleporter asteroid and grabbing all of the geotuned resources out of here, which we are now doing. We have geotuned all of these volcanoes with the refined phosphorus from the main planet. We've geotuned a saltwater vent as well, and we've geotuned a chlorine vent here. And all of those resources are getting exported back to the main planet. There is the fact is, now that we're running this bomb off of this water as well, that's pretty good. This asteroid is going to get pretty hot. I do actually need to set up some cooling for this. What was the plan with the cooling? I think this... oh yeah, this is the plan with the cooling. I was actually going to hook this up to this aquatuner. That's fine. So you need to keep dumping polluted water in here. Enable auto bottle. We were definitely going to cool all of this oxygen down with the polluted water. Because everything else is more or less sealed off. What temperature is this actually cooling down to? This should be cooling down. This isn't running because... oh, because the volcano is dormant. Yeah, that's fine. If we look at the temperature everywhere else... Obviously, geotuners generate heat. We have actually sealed this, but we did release a lot of heat earlier. Why is this so cold? Oh, this has just actually been running properly. That's fine. The only thing left to do with this asteroid is actually literally just dig it out and export all the resources. But I don't really even want to bother with that. We're literally just going to take the bionic dupes and we're just going to send them home. Because this should all run itself pretty well now. I've been going slow and steady, but I'm finding out the geotuning point on my base too. Super excited when I see your designs for those. Yeah, I love the geotuning. I realize it's kind of become my gimmick. That's what everyone, I think, sees on YouTube when they Google me. Or when they look for my, geotuning. It's my stuff that comes up. Which I like. We have built many, many geotuners on this run. I think we've built 55 so far. And we're using all of them. We're not geotuning the cool steam vents. This is just the Luba Plays design. I'm pretty happy with this design, but I just wanted to isolate them. They're just annoying. At least this way we're not wasting power on it. But yeah, so we're kind of at the end of that second phase. So the third phase is we need to go into space to grab thermium. That's the third phase. And because we're on Oceania, none of the asteroids are close to us. So we've got to make a proper rocket and send it traveling. So what we probably will do is we'll set up some Radbolt generators over here, and we'll just start shooting a load of Radbolts for the rocket. And I think this is a pretty good radiation source, but one minor issue. We're going to need a lot of power to run these too. So that's kind of why I want to run the transformer spine around here as well. And we are literally going to run it around the entire map, because everything in the middle is going to be industry, and we want to be able to connect conductive wires to it from the heavy wire around the perimeter of the map at any point. That's why I've done it like this. So is this priority 9? Let's make this priority 9. What is this? I never built that pipe. What was this even for? Wait. Oh, that was for the phyto oil. Yes. We never actually got in here. Oh, because there's a load of friggin... Okay, fine. Go ahead and dig all of this. You know what? Actually, don't bother with that. Just dig those 2 tiles, specifically. But yeah, now, so the reason I wanted to go and colonize the other planet first was just to make sure our refined metal production was good, because I know we need a ton of refined metal for what we're doing. And now we're at this kind of awkward middle phase where we're kind of just waiting for... We're waiting to collect all the debris here, because I don't want to boil all this debris or superheat it. We just want to boil the water. And then we want to wrap the transformers around without cutting off the middle of the map, because this is all space that we're going to need later on for other things. So I think what we're actually going to do, after today, after we actually get this running, and to be honest, I think I need to wrap it up now, because I need to actually get to bed at a decent time tonight. I think we might do a time skip. Literally just where we harvest all the debris. And that's it. Because it's going to take many cycles of just nothing happening. And then during that time, we'll accumulate a load of resources. And that will all be good. Yeah. I think we're just going to end it there today, then. I don't know what the thumbnail is going to be. Maybe we just do a pensive shot today, looking at the map. Looking at the map, thinking about what we want to do. Because I'm pretty impressed with how thoroughly we've excavated this map. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna have a think. Maybe we'll do like a little mini challenge run while we're just running this in the background of whatever I'm doing at home. I also want to prioritize the Paku videos, because I've got loads of plans for those. I want to do more Sandbox Showcase videos. Oh, where am I? Here I am. But yeah, I think it's going pretty well. This run is moving along. I think we just need a bit of a time skip, because you guys don't want to watch me sweep debris all day. I know that. And then we can start doing the exciting stuff again. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. If you're still here from Carry Actually's raid, thank you very much for sticking around. I do appreciate your patronage. Just like playing video games. I'm going to be out on business until Wednesday next week. So I might fit in the stream tomorrow. In all things considered, I'm probably just going to focus on video stuff tomorrow. Maybe I'm going to run this off stream. I might even ask on YouTube if people mind if I do a time skip. Want to get their thoughts on that too. But yeah, the YouTube channel is here. The Discord is here, where we discuss builds and whatnot as well. And yeah, glad we're finally doing something with Paku as well. But yeah, we really haven't ended up doing a lot today. Now we wait. Let's go find someone to raid. The stream's fish wrap. Yeah. I like how the tank's looking now as well. I'm happy with the new fish. I think the plants are getting to a nice sort of level. Ooh! Oh, actually, I've got an idea. I'm going to go raid Rand118 because he's playing Monster Train 2. I've been playing Monster Train 2 off-stream occasionally as well. I love Monster Train, the original one. Very fun deck building roguelike themed around monsters and trains, vaguely. Very fun. Would recommend. What's floating? We just got some Egeria plants. They've grown to the point where they're floating on the surface a little bit. That's fine. It used to be really overgrown, but now I think it's back to a reasonable level of growth. Yeah, take care, everyone. I'll see you later. Bye for now.